Hello and welcome. I'm Christine Lee and welcome to our show with Seize the Market. Today we're going to talk about the Got a Minute Mythbuster. So how many of you guys have heard the word, hey, got a minute? Right? It can be from anybody, either in your office, on your team, admin, agent. And guess what? The first thing about that is it is never a minute, right? It's more like 5, 10, 30 hours later. It is never a minute. Why somebody says got a minute? It's like the most misleading thing ever. So anyways, let's just chuckle about that for a second and acknowledge that, because that is actually our topic for today. And so what I want to share with you is that, gosh darn it, those gotta minutes can suck the life out of you. And now it's well-intended, right? And you're well-intended in the fact that you're actually wanting to answer it, that you actually want to help. But the reality of it is that it's very disturbing and disruptive sometimes. And the beauty of it is that there can be actually a system built around gotta minutes, right? There's a way to handle it. There's a way to process it. There's a way to kind of like create a space for it. So you can have a win-win. So you can have, yes, let's get you some help, but also, yes, let's not suck the life out of my day in these random little, bite-sized pieces and make it go completely berserk. So what does that look like? Well, I want to bust some myths and give you some systems at the same time. So we'll just call it a two for one, a BOGO, buy one, get one free. All right. So on this two for BOGO today, as we bust some myths and give you some systems around it, I want to really help you understand how everything is really about building the right process and systems around in your business. Everything from how you handle questions. Most of us originally start out with being in the habit of, yeah, sure, got a minute. It's only a minute, right? Like mentally, they got you, they reeled you in. It's only a minute. Yeah. And even though we don't believe it's so, because the last 82 times it was not a minute, we still say yes, because it's only a minute. Sorry. And so, so you go into that. And the thing is that it does not have to be right now. So the myth is that, does it have to be right now? Absolutely not. Park it for some other space. And the second myth is that you got to be the person that has to solve everything. That kind of comes almost as an unsaid rule as part of that. Because if they're coming to you for got a minute, they're coming to you for not got a minute to just hear my story. No, they want you to help you solve it. So the system around that is, first of all, realize that whenever you do a got a minute and you're not actually wrapping it in a system where you're helping them exercise the muscle of becoming more self-sufficient in terms of getting answers, then you are rewarding them. You are training them to say, got a minute. And then the positive reward and outcome from that is you have the answers. You're like a stinking vending machine for answers. And, as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it's wired in you to solve problems, to put out fires and all that great stuff. But guess what? You only have so many minutes in a day. And the thing is that if you become like this magnet for that, and I'm going to put a different term on it to give it some more grace and beauty. What I mean by that is, if you're like this garbage collector for gotta minutes, right? And you're like saying yes and rewarding the environment and giving all the positive reinforcement you can around it. And positive reinforcement being you're answering it, you're doing what they ask, and then they're glad they did it, right? And so you make it easier and easier for them to do these gotta minutes, and it is just kind of, ooh, your time is just whizzing by you. And so a system for that to help with it is to bust up myth number 2, which is you gotta have the answers, is that you can have a system to say, hey, yes, I got a minute. What are your 3 solutions that you've tried, and what are the results? So you're going to build into your system of gotta minutes where they actually have to come up with solutions. You're helping them exercise that muscle so that you don't have to be the garbage collector for all problems, being the vending machine for solutions, and keep encouraging that from everybody around you. And this is a universal thing. This can go for your admin. This can go for your agents. This can go for your family members, kids, spouse, you name it. Maybe even your dog. I don't know. Let's think about that. Maybe we can expand this. So, but you get the point. You can build a habit, a system around how you handle these gotta minutes so it doesn't drain the life out of you. Now, the third myth buster for these gotta minutes is that it almost implies like got a minute now. Yes, that is the implication. However, if we were to create a different system around that, why now? Who said now? Who wrote that rule? Well, guess what? Let's write our own rules. So in terms of systematizing your gotta minutes, especially if it has to do with your admin or agents, you can actually systematize that to box that into an area that has a specific time. So like agents, if you have daily huddles or huddles in certain periods, you can set a time in the morning to do that. Or if it's not huddles and it's a, hey, from 9 to 10 or 8 to 9 or 10 to 11, it's going to be about boxing those gotta minutes in and giving it a space. And when you think about it, it's a system, it's a habit of how you're placing and handling these gotta minutes. So if you time block it, then it can wrap all that craziness and insanity into that one morning. And if they tried 3 solutions and can explain to you why they did it, how it worked, and then you can be the sounding board for helping massage that, because most likely one of those was on the right track and all you have to do is tweak it a little bit, then guess what? They did all the heavy lifting, and you're also teaching them to be self-sufficient. And it's not all you, because you don't want a business built on only you being the solution person. You want everybody to share that talent, everybody to share that joy of creating solutions. And so that, you know, my goodness, if you go on vacation one day, one weekend, 1 month, okay, things aren't falling apart and everybody's got like big buff muscles in solving problems and things are A-okay. So again, when it comes to gotta minutes, imagine and remember that everything in your business is about building the right process and systems in place. And that is what we're known for. Everything in your business is really about having the right systems that's repeatable and scalable. And that is what we're known for here at Seize the Market. What we do best is help people grow their business, take it to the next level by having the right people, process, and technology in place. And what that means is systems to help you make more while working less. It's about working smarter, not harder. So if you want to take your business to the next level and you're struggling with your systems, you're struggling with your process, that nothing feels consistent. Every time it's like you're reinventing the wheel and you're like, gosh, why do I have to reinvent the wheel every single time? Or gosh, I know there's something out there where I shouldn't have to do this. Well, guess what? That's right. There is a way where you don't have to do everything. There is a way where you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And so if you want to take your business to the next level, then you can have an honest conversation with us by going to www.seizethemarket.com/talk. And we'll have a strategy session on how you can take your business to the next level. We'll do a deep dive on where your business is at now, where you'd like to be, and how to close that gap, so that you can have a business that's thriving. You can have a business that's not all on your shoulders. You can have a business where you can have freedom. You can take vacations. You can take time off. You can have great team members that are there to support you. Your systems support you. Your systems support your new team members, your existing team members, and make the load lighter. There is a way where you can have that type of business. And if you don't know it, then guess what? It's about time to find out, because you are doing a lot more than you really need to, which means you're taking time away from you, your family, your loved ones, and just going insane. And so stop the insanity. Let's have a conversation. Again, that's www.seizethemarket.com/talk, and we'll talk soon. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Bye.